Karl Heinrich Marx used to be a German philosopher, critic of political economy, economist, historian, sociologist, political theorist, journalist, and socialist revolutionary. His best-known titles are the 1848 pamphlet The Communist Manifesto and the 4-volume Das Kapital 1867-1883. Marx's political and philosophical thinking had massive effect on subsequent intellectual, economic, and political history. His identity has been used as an adjective, a noun, and a faculty of social theory. Born in Trier, Germany, Marx studied regulation and philosophy at the universities of Bonn and Berlin. He married German theater critic and political activist Jenny von Westphalen in 1843. Due to his political publications, Marx grew to become stateless and lived in exile with his spouse and youth in London for decades, the place he persisted to boost his idea in collaboration with German thinker Friedrich Engels and submit his writings, discovering in the British Museum reading room. Marx's indispensable theories about society, economics, and politics, together understood as Marxism, keep the human society's boost through category conflict. In the capitalist mode of production, this manifests itself in the war between the ruling training known as the bourgeoisie that managed the capacity of manufacturing and the working training known as the proletariat that allow these skill by promoting their labor power in return for wages. Employing the integral method recognized as historic materialism, Marx expected that capitalism produced inside tensions like preceding socio-economic structures, and that these would lead to its self-destruction and substitute by using a new gadget recognized as the socialist mode of production. For Marx, type antagonisms beneath capitalism owing in section to its instability and crisis-prone nature would eventuate the working class's improvement of category consciousness, main to their conquest of political strength, and subsequently the institution of a classless, communist society constituted by using a free affiliation of producers. Marx actively pressed for its implementation, arguing that the working category ought to raise out organist proletarian progressive motion to topple capitalism and deliver about socio-economic emancipation. Marx has been described as one of the most influential figures in human history, and his work has been each lauded and criticized. His work in economics laid the foundation for some modern theories about labor and its relation to capital. Many intellectuals, labor unions, artists, and political events international have been influenced via Marx's work, with many enhancing or adapting his ideas. Marx is generally stated as one of the most important architects of present-day social science. The philosophers have only interpreted the world in various ways. The point, however, is to change it. The oppressed are allowed once every few years to decide which particular representatives of the oppressing class are to represent and repress them. Surround yourself with people who make you happy. People who make you laugh, who help you when you're in need, people who genuinely care. They are the ones worth keeping in your life. Everyone else is just passing through. The last capitalist we hang shall be the one who sold us the rope. Hegel remarks somewhere that all great world historical facts and personage occur, as it were, twice. He has forgotten to add, the first time as tragedy, the second as farce. Reason has always existed, but not always in a reasonable form. I am nothing, but I must be everything. To be radical is to grasp things by the root. Go on, get out. Last words are for fools who haven't said enough. It is not the consciousness of men that determines their being, but, on the contrary, their social being that determines their consciousness. Religion is the impotence of the human mind to deal with occurrences it cannot understand. The proletarians have nothing to loose but their chains. They have a world to win. If anything is certain, it is that I myself am not a Marxist. There is no royal road to science, and only those who do not dread the fatiguing climb of its steep paths have a chance of gaining its luminous summits. Under no pretext should arms and ammunition be surrendered. Any attempt to disarm the workers must be frustrated, by force if necessary. In proportion, therefore, as the repulsiveness of the work increases, the wage decreases. Religion is the sigh of the oppressed creature, the heart of a heartless world, and the soul of soulless conditions. It is the opium of the people. Communism is the riddle of history solved, and it knows itself to be this solution. The tradition of all dead generations weighs like a nightmare on the brains of the living. We have no compassion, and we ask no compassion from you. When our turn comes, we shall not make excuses for the terror. Society does not consist of individuals, but expresses the sum of interrelations, the relations within which these individuals stand. Labor in the white skin can never free itself as long as labor in the black skin is branded. The increase in value of the world of things is directly proportional to the decrease in value of the human world. The ruling ideas of each age have ever been the ideas of its ruling class. The production of too many useful things results in too many useless people. Capital is dead labor, which, vampire-like, lives only by sucking living labor, and lives the more labor it sucks. But modern bourgeois private property is the final and most complete expression of the system of producing and appropriating products that is based on class antagonisms, on the exploitation of the many by the few. I am a machine condemned to devour books. The education of all children, from the moment that they can get along without a mother's care, shall be in state institutions. The theory of communists may be summed up in the single sentence: abolition of private property. Money is the universal, self-constituted value of all things. Hence it has robbed the whole world of its proper value. Money is the alienated essence of man's labor and life, and this alien essence dominates him as he worships it.
Which quotes did you like the most? Share your opinion in the comment. Don't miss out to see the next video. Subscribe.